I just see smoke coming along the road and I was like, oh, who's burning something? As you can see, we got the back running, 1066 turbo. Well guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. Welcome to Hartung Family Farms, and today I'm running late. I'm heading up to the farm. We're hauling some corn today. Let's get moving. It's 6:36 right now and I'm just leaving my house. I wanted to be out here by 6:15, but oh well. Wearing the new merch going. Got the sweatshirt and the shirt underneath it. They're really nice. So let's head up to the farm. And yes, I'll get my seatbelt on. So I'm pulling up to the farm right now and I just see smoke coming along the road and I was like, oh, who's burning something? Nope. Cold start with the 93. Woohoo! Oh, that is amazing. Just look at that. She is nice and cold-blooded. So Nathan is up in his trucks. He's just letting it warm up. He started mine up as well. So both of ours are loaded this morning. We're gonna head down south and haul hopefully 6 to 8 loads today. We'll see. We'll see how good the day goes. Why do I only have left-handed gloves? You guys ever had that issue? Alrighty, Nathan had this thing started for me. I just did my pre-trip. So Nathan just took off in the 93. Yeah, he took off a little while ago. So he's gonna haul one load, then head to church. I'm gonna haul this and basically keep loading. We're blending off some with the silo over next door, trying to get the silo hauled out. So we're taking basically half our load out of that, half our load over here, just because it takes so long, and we're trying to blend off the high fines. Let's hop in here. You guys are gonna get a time lapse. I got a new toy thanks to Sunny Farms out of South Dakota. So I'm gonna stick that thing on here. Hope you guys get a good time lapse. So let's head out. Whoops. My bad, turned a little sharp. Caught a bag. What a gorgeous day today. Woo-hoo. Beautiful out. None of snow on the ground. Gonna be a high of 60 degrees. Wow, it's nice. Alrighty guys, got the time lapse going right now. Cue time lapse getting down to Clinton. All right, made it to ADM. Open up my tarp. So I can't find the remote right now. I'll find it in a bit. Let's go sell this grain. And rock out, of course. So good. Oh, baby, make it hurt so good. For those of you guys who don't know, I hate this thing coming up. How they get a sample of my truck and see how clean it is and see how good of a sample it is. I do not like it. It's called a probe. I hate getting probed. That thing, I do not like it. I do not like that at all. Survived that probe. So now we drive down this big long 2-mile lane. Wait to hear which one I'm dumping at, then I'm gonna dump my load. Isn't that amazing? I was right at 80,000 pounds. Man, I'm good. So now we'll drive up and dump the truck. All right, let's get the flock out of here. All right, cue time lapse, heading back home. See you guys when we're filling up. really starting to dry out. I don't know, if we get another week of this weather, we might look at starting here soon. Yeah, there's some wet spots, but man, in spots, it's really starting to dry out. Alrighty, I just got back. Nathan's gonna start up the vac. I'll kind of go into a little bit more of this process and show you where the kink is. So, like I said, we got the 1066 turbo with the year-round cab on the vac. Grain vac, we're gonna start pulling out of this silo. We're basically gonna put one pile in the front and back and then top the truck off over next door. So I'm gonna go help him do that. So Pat and Curtis brought over the truck with some diesel, so we'll fill up the diesel. I am dumping the fines out in the field. So with the vac, it's always creating suction. It's gonna suck more than we actually want to put in the truck, so it's actually got a cleaning system on there. So this is what kind of the dusty crap that comes out. So I'm just gonna dump it into the field. We already did this a couple times, so nothing too big, and we'll go over there and get this vac rolling. You wanna? We're fueling up the 1066 right now. Just gonna start the vac up. So right now, as you guys can see, we got the vac running, 1066 turbo, our conveyor vac going into the day cab. We're taking about a third of this silo out. You can kind of see right here's the kink, right there. But it hasn't done anything in a while. We've been pulling out of it, so we're just gonna keep pulling out of it. We'll just put one pile in the front, one pile in the back, and we're gonna go finish it over at the other bin. This is a lot of FM, so we're trying to blend it off. Curtis and Pat are off doing chores. I'm gonna fill up this red truck. So all three of them have to go to church here soon. So what we're gonna do is, I took Nathan's truck because it was getting filled first. I'm gonna fill it up, take that down to ADM. Nathan's gonna fill up my truck and just let it sit, and then he's gonna go to church. So I can come back, set the truck up over there, and then set it up on the vac, and then take my full truck and head out with that, and then hopefully Nathan will beat me back here, start filling up his truck, and we just get in a rotation. But we'll see. So I gotta drive both trucks today. You guys get time lapses of both of them. It's a little windy today, but man, as I said before, it is gorgeous out. It's probably 50 degrees right now. It's not even 10 o'clock. So just filling up the truck, then I'll head to ADM. Just some more time lapse action. All right, full piles, full truck. Let's go. 78 on the scale. 78 on the gauge, close the tarp, and GTFO. All right, guys, in the red Freightliner day cab right now. Heading this load of Clinton, just going on a Goose Lake. Hear the turbo purr. So let's get into the time lapse. Camera's going right there. Let's get into this time lapse now. This time I was following a nice triple axle trailer and triple axle truck coming in, real nice Peterbilt. Like, man, that is a nice truck. Like, man, isn't that a nice truck? I love trucks. We just can't afford a real nice one. We really basically can just afford a working farm truck, just because, you know, we don't have a ton of money in the world. As contrary to popular belief, farmers are not rich, especially us. So we just make sure we got something that's legal and that works, and something that can do the job. That's all that matters to us. Coming up to the probe. Huh. Found out that guy's only 10 miles from where I grew up. That's kind of cool. So, avoided the probe. I got out when I could. The way I hate getting probed. The truck's got to get probed for me to get a sample. So they got me probed. Now I'll listen to see where I'm going to dump. Go dump and rinse and repeat. Gonna do this all day. Till about 5 o'clock when they close on a Sunday. And to my ADM friends that work, they've been working crazy hours. I think this week they've been open 5 to 8. That's 15 hours. Oof. I feel for you guys. Thank you so much for your hard work. And thank you to all my truckers that keep this America moving, not just grain truckers, but everything. You guys are a very underrepresented. You guys don't get a lot of thank yous and gratification, so thank you to guys that keep America moving. All my trucks and railroads, everyone in the transportation industry. Thank you guys so much. So I got a question last time, actually a couple questions lately. I'm gonna kind of hit on it right now. So everyone knows that, or for those of you guys who don't know, I do work at John Deere. I'm an engineer on combines, but then our family runs red equipment. Everyone asks me, why is that? Why don't we run Deere, etc., etc.? Well, the biggest thing for us is dealer organization. Our local dealer, Kuno Equipment, is very good to us. They do a lot of service stuff for us. They're a very good dealer for us. And that's probably the biggest reason. You know, we grew up with Dan. We know Todd very well, the owners, former owner and owner right now. We know them very well. They treat us very well. So, I mean, that's the biggest reason why we run red. I mean, they're 2 minutes away. If we needed parts, we're back up and running, getting parts in about 5 minutes, whereas our closest Deere dealer's over 45 minutes away round trip. I mean, that just, it's so much more convenient to have a red dealer 2 minutes away as opposed to the nearest green one's 25. So that's probably the biggest reason. So I just wanted to hit on that. All right, ready to go dump. So they're dumping gluten right now. That's the byproduct of this processing plant. So they're dumping gluten into these inbound trucks. I'm just waiting for the green light to go dump my load. Goal is to get seven loads today, maybe even 8 if we're lucky. We'll see. There's my green light, now I'll go. And off we go. Now time to head back. Cue time lapse till we get home. Just pulling in, about 10:30 right now. So we're gonna line up under the vac. My truck's already loaded. Nathan did that for me, so I'm just gonna set him up. And then I'm gonna head over and start taking mine in. I am way off, so I'm gonna reset. Good enough. Let's go out and check. So before this vac starts firing up, how this thing works, it's a PTO driven right into you got a hydraulic pump and then a gearbox, and then it comes down here. So if I remember right, your vacuum's right underneath here. So I got hydraulic power belt driven to the vacuum. Then you got a hydraulic pump, which we got a couple different hydraulic features here. It's gonna fold this, a couple other things, but how this works is I got a forward and reverse airlock. I got my actual vac speed, my airlock speed, and then my boom cylinder when I want to run that. So that's just kind of, in a nutshell, how this works. Power comes in, runs a vacuum, and also runs a hydraulic pump. Just want to show you that before I crank this thing up because it gets loud. It needs to run 1,000 PTO right at 1,000 RPM. So. And there's our nice little indent. It worries me, but we're gonna keep sucking out of it. Now we're gonna see how good my mic is in the wind because there's about 30-mile-an-hour winds coming from that way. So I hope you guys can hear me, but I'm just walking over. My full truck's over there. So I'm gonna walk over, but man, ground is firming up. So there's the stuff we inline rip, or Nathan inline ripped 2 months ago. It actually doesn't look too bad. We might have to run the finisher across it because it looks a little ridgy. Wouldn't be good to just no-till corn right into it, so we might have to run the finisher across it, but we'll see. That's where it'd be kind of nice to have a set of rolling baskets on the back of our inline unreversed ripper. Maybe someday. But I'm really kind of interested to see if we're gonna have any bit of a yield bump, because you can kind of see we only ripped about half this field. That's all we got time to before we got frosted and snowed out. So I'm looking forward to this year to see. But let's head over. Get load number 3. All right, after a 2-minute walk, back over at the truck. Let's climb in, start this bad boy up. She's getting harder and harder to start. Might have to look at that at some point. I'm gonna let this thing warm up for a little bit, like a minute or so, go to the restroom, and head out. On the road again. No time lapse for this one. Figure I already got time lapse for both trucks. And my battery's dead, so I gotta switch that out. So let's head to Clinton. See you guys down there. All right, made it. A little bit more trucks in front of me this time. I'm gonna get out and open my tarp. I can just hear in the CB they're calling more trucks, so it's not gonna be as much of a drive-through as it was the last time. Last 2 times I should say, but oh well, could be worse. It could be Monday afternoon. More than likely it's probably gonna be busy. We'll see. I was just looking in my mirror and I saw my tarp just fly up in the air. I forgot it was windy. So when I was moving, I turned into the wind and the wind kind of caught the tarp. So I ran out real quick and held it down. So that's something I gotta pay attention to more. As it is, like I said, it's pretty windy today. Let's run through this popsicle stand.
You guys?
The prop stuck up on me. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. Phew, that was a close one. I also couldn't find you guys for like 30 seconds. Twain. Bye, Twain. Bye-bye. It's times like this where I'm glad I bring my computer with, because I'm gonna be waiting for a while. I don't know what the deal is. Something must have broke down, because there should not be this many trucks and we haven't moved in about 10 minutes. So that's fun. Hopefully they get us going here soon. But on the bright side, you guys are gonna see a Twain, another one. We're right near the Highway 30 main east-west tracks for UP. So you see a lot of trains running through here. Ooh, looks like they're gonna do a crew shift change. I see one guy about ready to switch out. Thank you, railroad workers, because that's how a lot of stuff gets moved across this country. There we are, that train's making a pit stop. 9088. Thank you very much for all of what you do. Crew's changing out. So we got 9088, 8500, and 2529. 3 locomotives on this. Primarily grain train. A couple other miscellaneous things on there. Just had a nice conversation with my neighbor I didn't even know we had up by the farm, so well, thanks for chatting with me. It's kind of, I guess you can't see him, but he's right there's his trailer. So now we're just waiting in line. ADM's only got 2 out of the 3 pits open. They're working on the rail side. What's kind of neat, you guys will be able to see this type of trailer, an end dump trailer. It's a live bottom, so you guys get to see this thing dump. It's basically just got a conveyor that runs out the back. He'll probably dump and then turn around and get filled up with gluten. Well, that for truck goals, a classic Peterbilt. Not too shabby. That's a good paint job too. This would be kind of neat. He has a control box in the back. He has a control box, so open the gate and then turn on the conveyor. Pretty freaking cool, if you ask me. He cracked the end dump a little bit. He'll probably pull forward, I'm guessing. I think we need to get a trailer like this someday. Instead of having the quad axle truck, that way we can actually haul 12,000 more pounds per load. I think we will. It's just right now, if we get a trailer like that, it won't be able to go back in our pits. But hopefully this summer when we redo that, we can put up a commodity shed and make it much more accessible by semi. There you can kind of see it's just getting to the end. You'll start to see the conveyors as soon as the corn kind of finishes dumping. Cool. It's not moving very fast, probably just like this. But you don't want it to move very fast. Yep, there goes my friend. My neighbor. Weather's warming up. I predict by the end of this week, if the weather cooperates, we're gonna be in the field. You guys want to stay tuned for that. Alrighty guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you guys did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Smash that subscribe button like I'm smashing this red button here. Just do it. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Hartung Family Farms. And of course guys, as always, ta-ta for now.